Have you ever wanted to make a music video using AI? Well, watch this tutorial and you'll learn how to do it quickly and have your product complete in under an hour. So I found a website that I'm going to show you here that can get you there. I went through the step-by-step instructions of said website and I did run into some snags. So the idea of the tutorial is to work in combination between the website instructions and a video tutorial that I'll walk you through everything step by step and make sure that you understand exactly how to make this work for yourself and make yourself your wonderful AI generated music video based on the lyrics of your song. So your artistic content is incorporated in it. So the first thing you do is go to the website below. It's in the instructions. And it's how to make an AI music video generator. So this website is very useful. The step-by-step instructions are very clear, but what happens is you can run into issues if you don't know some of the rules of engagement within the Google Colab space ahead of time. So as you can see, there's AI music videos that have been generated that are used as examples, and you need to have a free Google Drive account and as well a Hugging Face account, which we'll get to. It's very easy to set up. So how to use Video Killed a Radio Star. You need a music file, a YouTube link to start to draw the lyrics from, and about an hour of your time to spend through this process. Hopefully this will help you speed it up. So first of all, you navigate to the Google Colab space where Video Killed a Radio Star actually exists. And on the left hand side, you have a table of contents for the process. The first thing you do is click to connect. So at step 0, we're going to check GPU status. So graphics processors, run it anyways. And it will start to do its connection, and this takes a very short amount of time once initialized. What I learned right away was that you have to update your ability to run a faster runtime. So click runtime, go to change run type, get yourself off standard to premium, and from standard to high RAM, click save, and click yes when it asks you after if you want to rerun your runtime. Delete previous runtime, click OK. Takes 0 seconds to process that. Step 1, done. You're already on your way. The next step is to run installation, so it's going to pull codes and other pieces of the AI software and Python codes that it's going to use to pull data from. It takes about 46 seconds. You're already into the next step. So the API key, this is where you need your Hugging Face connection. So if you go back and click on the easy link to generate a token. First, set up a Hugging Face account. It's super easy. You just need an email and a password. I'm just going to show you click a new token. You want to switch from read to write, and who is it for? Put in your name, and then when you generate the token, it is going to spit out a very long digit ID code or PIN code, and once it's generated, it's there and it's good forever. You click show and it will show you, so I'm not going to show you mine because I don't want you to see it. So I've actually showed mine, I've copied, and then I'm ready to paste. When I hit run on this part of the program, it connects to your Google Drive, and I've actually sped some of this up to make this a little quicker. Your little Hugging Face logo comes up, you insert your token, make sure add token as get credentials is ticked, you can hit enter or log in, and it will continue to run the program, and now you're complete. The project name is just going to add a title to your MP4 file at the end of the day. Or sorry, it actually saves it in your Google Drive under this project name. Once you click play on this, it'll just take a second, and then you're going to move on to the next phase in the first speech from audio. Now you do need to have a video URL from YouTube. I tried to upload an MP3 or a WAV file, it didn't work very well. So I'm going to go to Google and look up one of my videos here for High Top. I haven't made a video for it yet. So there's a couple of files of it online. Just pick one and then get yourself the link and copy paste, and then you can close that out and head right back. Paste it into your video URL, and then it's going to do its magic. So now this is sped up excessively. It does take a few minutes for this to run, but what it does is literally download the file, and using whatever software code it uses, it strips out the lyrics. Now I will say it's not very accurate. So while that's happening, I'll go down and I'll make sure I get my frame size right. I want to have 720 by 1080. I recommend 720 by 1080 just for ease of processing, but 720 1280 will give you the actual width you want to have for YouTube video, which I'm assuming that's where you want to place it. You invert those if you want to make it upright or portrait for TikTok or Instagram. So if I went to this website here, I'm going to put this link also down in the instructions below. So this is the top 50 text-to-image prompts. So these are the common prompts that these AI programs will use. It's a great way to take a look at what different words and prompts will get what sort of art feedback dependent. So I go in here to look at sort of what inspirational art is out there, what were the prompts that basically brought those into life. So once I do that, I'll kind of put a collection of words together, picking pieces from each of these sort of examples to come up with something. So you'll notice that my video looks a lot like prompt number 9 there at the end of the day. I decided to go sort of with a sort of cyberpunk feel with some hyper-realistic and octane render and cinematic dark lighting, and did a few variations of that until I got what I wanted. And so actually I also used a key to it was lens flare, because when I thought if I used lens flare I could use sort of zoom in zoom out effects to really transition from one frame to the next. So you can see there's a wild array of different types of art, super realistic, or you can try and make it a painting, an impressionist, whatever you want based on the wording in these text prompts. So the default here is by Ralph 7 Radiohead, beautiful, amazing, provocative. So I start off with photorealistic and then kind of just work backwards through that same website and put a few other things in there that I want to see. So you can see those starting to add up. Now, my wording has showed up and there's a lot of errors, so I had to go through. And I'm so bad, I had to actually go back to my own video to get my own lyrics to make sure they were correct. That's how bad my short-term memory is. I added a few different things at the end because there's 30 seconds of intro at the front and there's some more sort of outro at the back. One thing you can do is actually change the time frame between. You can actually just free text in the time frame of each of the frames you want based on the lyrics to even it out. I've done that in the past and I've done that again in the future, or sorry, since. So here you can see the photos are starting to generate. These are the initial frames and it's only 13. The last project I did had around 50. So it was actually relatively quick. In 5 minutes, you've already got all your initial frames done. I leave these generic settings on, but one thing you'll notice there is max video duration in seconds is 300. So if your video is greater than 5 minutes, you're going to want to change that to fit. I've already had to do that. It actually does accept it, no issues. So now it's making the iterations in diffusion, and once that's complete, you have the full set of files. And now the compiled video is going to turn it into an MP4 video for video play at high res. So you name your output file. I take the add captions off because I don't want to see the lyrics on. I want to leave the art to stand alone. And once you hit play, the video compilation begins, and this is sped up greatly. This is probably one of the longest parts of the process. So it's a really interesting prospect because it actually takes the lyrics of your words and whatever prompts you have, combines them, and that's what the image comes out of. It's based on your lyrics and what you've chosen for your art style. So then you can download the video, and once you hit play, it's going to download to your computer. And then once it does, you can take it out of your downloaded files and put it wherever you want, do whatever you like with it. In my case, I'm going to put it into my video editing software silently, and I'm making a backdated audio on top of it right now. That's why it sounds terrible. And here is the video and the finished product. And one other thing I did was later on, I tried about 9 different iterations of the wording to go with the song, and then it came out with a really neat AI generation, and I actually used the still frames and didn't do any of the diffusion, and it's also going to be in my channel, and you can have a look at that if you like. So thank you for your time. I hope you run through this as seamlessly as I did, and that you get your AI generated video based on your own music lyrics, and enjoy creating music, creating art, and creating it with AI if you like.